Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, week 13, day 4. So of course today, if you want to go get it, it is the last day to go get the Mythic that was added last Friday. Of course this goes in for a week to be exclusive. It's still in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest for about another, as of this stream, like 6 hours or so. So if you still want to get it, go open your keys now. Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest. There's small chance on all of those that you could potentially get him. He's okay. He is one of the slightly better utility ones just because he can get 100% Devour rate which, infinitely, which obviously in itself is pretty decent. Biggest issue with him is he's really bad against things that have immune to Devour, and with Blessed being added to the game, even though he's somewhat decent right now, once more things with Blessed actually become meta, he's probably going to become useless. But at this current moment in time, he's kind of like how Upstit started, where when it first started, it was amazing, but then it got pretty bad to the point that it's not really used too much anymore. That's basically what this Mythic is. It's somewhat decent right now, but give it like a month and he's probably not going to be too good anymore due to changes that happened on Monday with the patch. So, yeah, get him if you want. If you have a Great Maul, you basically kind of already have him to a degree. It's not exactly the same, but a Great Maul's pretty much going to do the same thing role that he's going to do, just in a very slightly different way. So, yeah, get him or don't get him. He's one of those kind of mythics. But, yep, you still have like 6 hours left if you do want to try for that. Other than that, yeah, we got Vault Event this weekend. That's going to be pretty nice. We're going to be able to go and accumulate all of the Vault keys that we possibly want. We're also going to be opening a bunch of Vault keys probably tomorrow morning. I think we're going to do that off stream if I wake up early enough to go record it. But, yeah, I'm just going to open up a gigantic amount of Vault keys. We're going to keep doing it until we get the new Jewel Gnome. There's really no reason to do that other than for completionist purposes. But we currently have 36 Vault keys, so that should hopefully be enough. Could probably get it within 20. Though if we get super unlucky, it could take more, unfortunately. We'll have to see how exactly it goes. But anyways, let's get into raids. We are, I think, almost done with the knife task, or completed with it. Nope, we already completed with it, so all we have to do now is portal number 10. We could probably go switch our hero class then for this weekend. I guess we'll play all of our raids tonight, or at least a good number of those, and then just stop with raids, because then for the rest of this weekend, we'll probably just use, I guess, Thief. I think this weekend we're finally going to try maxing Thief. By maxing, I mean just getting it further. I don't know if I'm actually going to max it, but I do want to make some amount of progress towards it, so that'll be one of our main objectives. Anyways, let's go grab these 2 orbs. We got a blue on the previous one, so hopefully one of these is also a blue, or a purple, or both. Oh, almost. Another blue. 2 blues in a row. But then the orange ruined it. But still, that's pretty nice. And yeah, now we just need that to be a blue. That's the main one, and really the only one we really need being a blue. Because that saves us a lot of resources, the more of those we get. Purple's also nice, but I don't know. We've been getting really bad luck on major orbs lately. I don't think we've gotten a major blue for 3 months now. It has been a very, very long time of extremely bad luck. And we've been getting almost every major orb that's possible other than leaderboard orbs. Actually, yeah, literally every major orb that is possible other than leadership, or other than leaderboard other than leaderboard major orbs. We have gotten every single major orb that's been possible since then. Yet in the last few months, we haven't gotten a single blue major. Actually, that's not true. We did get it off of Vault keys at one point, but it was off of Vault keys, not off of the actual events. Anyways, hello everyone. Hope you all been doing good. Hello, let's see, Brian. Hello Overfiend. Hello Motown. Hello Captain. Hello Goober. Hello William. Hello Squidgy. Hello James. Hello Analyst. Hello Mr. Jesse. And hello everyone else. Welcome. You had a 50% chance of getting a Valraven and not needing to pay 250 gems to get to the last reward from the class event. Obviously, you should have picked the other match. Let's see. Is it actually based on matches? I don't know for sure if it is, because I've noticed on most weeks it tends to happen to everyone, but it could just be because everyone goes from all the way to the right to all the way to the left. I've never actually experimented with that to see if going, if you see that the leaderboard is lower on a given day, if trying to move it all over by 1 would actually do it or not. But yeah, today with this event, I'm pretty sure we're just going to go and just do the free battles. I really have no need to actually go for the leaderboard. But let's see, how far is the leaderboard? 41. So that means people can get it with the thing. So I guess, yeah, go to the left one then. If you are on the final ones, I guess go to this one, this one, this one, and then take the left one instead of the Hindla. because that would probably give you the Devour Raven. I don't know if that's actually consistent, if it's always on the same one for everyone. But if that is the case, that's probably the way to do it this time around. But no, we're just doing the free battles for it when we get around to it, just to claim our free 20 gems real quick. Oh, also, I didn't even make my team for it. Yeah, I showed it on Monday. It was just basically Mang with a bunch of Dark Maidens. Though since I'm only going up to the free rewards, I'm probably just going to use Dawnbringer the whole time, just because that will end up working out the best. Anyways, let's get to raids. Fight, and we're still using the same thing. We're probably just going to use this the entire time. I don't think I'm going to switch into Mang. Do something different for once other than spamming Mang for everything. Plus, when will we ever bother using this team again? Might as well while we have the chance. Feels weird using Tyree too. I haven't used Tyree in ages. Mainly because I haven't needed to map farm, so haven't had any real need to bother using her, as that's one of the only few things she's really used for. That and mana accumulation. She has okay board control. A little bit annoying to use, but she's really effective. So this board still looks pretty awful at the moment, unfortunately. We can take the skull for now, grab those greens, go from there. We'll take the skull just because he's going to grab that. We can take a brown. It's not going to do anything of badness. Of badness. But we'll take our... Oh, no! I meant to take that purple! Why must there be a move there? Okay, let's go grab a brown surge here. Why don't you surge? At least we got a barrier. We'll take our blues away. That'll give us web spinner and give us more clear board. Take purple there. Hopefully have alignment. He'll just hit our barrier. That's almost gonna die. He's already so low. You gotta be careful with those skulls. How do we do this? I guess we just take the skull for now. Seems safer than any other move. Then we'll put more greens, and then hopefully we'll have our alignment that we need to win the battle. And yes, we do. There we go. We'll get that. That board looks awful. What do we even do with that? I think we just have to get hit. There seems to be no possible way to not get hit by that. Now, too bad that wasn't one lower. We could actually save it if that skull was one lower, because then we could drop the other one with the explosion. But no, he's going to get a skull over here, and I can't stop it with the current setup of the board. Doesn't look like any possible option will do it. So with that being said, I guess we web spinner and hope we get lucky. Nope, didn't get it. Oh, good, we had a barrier, though. I forgot. Barrier for the win. Now, where's hero mana when we need it? Because that is such a perfect area to go and use our weapon on. But let's take a skull instead, since we don't have it. Oh, he's going to get a Zug off. Oh, no! Oh, that was what we needed to not lose. Ooh, that's awful that he just hit that. Oh, maybe we do need to go into Mang. Don't make us have to use Mang. I don't want to have to use Mang. We're already going to have to use Mang for so many other things. Okay, we'll do that. We can take away reds here. Actually, before I do, let me grab that skull. Well, I guess as long as he doesn't hit hero, we'll be fine still. Because we're down to just the boss, but we don't have the thing that kills the boss efficiently anymore. So we'll just take a skull that doesn't give him anything, so we'll take that one. Okay, we'll web spinner. Still need more brown, but there's no way to take it, so we'll just do that. Take a green, do a green. Actually, might as well blue. Take that for now. Get some green out of it anyways. No skulls for us to take here. Almost nothing for us to really take. I guess we could go use Tyree. Use it on brown or something. And then hope we have alignment afterwards. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't from that, but I'm still going to do it. We'll do that. He'll take a skull. And we need alignment or we lose. Okay, we'll take a skull here. And we'll just have to wait it out. See what happens. Nope, doesn't look good. We'll take that. There we go. Okay, that's match. We're pretty close to it. Yeah, that's match. All we need is one skull, which somehow is not on this board. There we go. Hello, Bakchan. Have I tried making a Magnus team to try to spam bleed on the enemy? Yes, we've done that many times. Also, I've done a video on it too. Oh, I still haven't uploaded it yet, have I? I actually recorded it yesterday and still haven't uploaded it. I need to go do that, like, right after this stream. I meant to do that after last night's stream, but then got distracted and then been busy all day, so haven't had the time. Yeah, I need to go do that. It's gonna only take, like, half an hour to an hour to upload. But, yeah, I recorded that yesterday. The one I didn't record yet is the one on the new Mythic, but we've gone over it many times. I'll probably still record something short for it, though, just to kind of go over him briefly. Okay, we'll go over web spinner, get that down. But yeah, as far as spamming Magnus for bleed, is it viable currently? No, I would not advise doing that. It's pretty much a waste of time. If you want to use bleed, you'll have the option to do so starting next Friday. Not tomorrow, but next week's Friday. We're going to get some bleed options from the Warrens, and those are basically going to be what we'll have to use for bleeding. I don't believe any of them were the greatest of options, but for now, it's all we're really going to have, and it's better. Wait, yeah, even though they're not as good, they're still better than using Magnus for bleed spam. But yeah, bleed will be really good once we get more options. It's just we have a lack of options currently for it to be viable enough to use. You would need something that can spam it easily, that has 100% of doing it, instead of Magnus, which is like a 1 in 12 chance with how many stats effects there are. Actually, I think it's a little bit higher than that, but still, there's like 10 negative stats effects somewhere around there. Some kind of absurd amount. Because they just added 2 more to all of the many that we already had during this patch. Ooh, that is some nice alignment right there. Get our hit in there, kill out the boss. Before I do, let's grab another skull, get a little bit of blue just so we get the mana in there. Kill out the boss before it does something. How are you still alive? 4 HP. Wow. Okay, we'll take our skull there. I'll kill that out. Whoops. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, duh. That doesn't actually get a kill anymore. I was hoping that that would explode one skull that would get rid of his barrier, but we don't have hero anymore, so we don't have it. So I just clean it up with web spinner, and there we go. Also, we still haven't lost a Valraven or a battle yet, as I jinxed that immediately. And let's see, how far are we without going deathless? We're currently 220 deathless with this team, and we've basically been using this team the whole time. We were using something slightly different initially, but as far as all the higher battles, we've been using this the entire time, and it's actually been working. I was not expecting something like this to really work out, but yeah, last week's weapon's actually decent enough for it to work. Probably one of the only few areas where we'll ever bother bringing out this weapon for, but still, it's okay. It's the job done. Too bad we don't get those extra 5 because there's no dooms on the enemy team. But it's still effective enough that it's getting the job done, so it works. Hello, Bakchan. Hello, Walter. Hello, Questor. Hello, Steve. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Michael. Next delve drop, should you keep it at level 20 to farm shards? You can if you want to. I'm leveling mine, though. Because I'm going to need a level in order to get an additional HP. It's going to be required for that extra HP stat. And I feel like that extra HP will help me more than the shards. Yeah, I didn't do it for a single delve yet. I'm hoping that they eventually add a mechanic, hopefully maybe next patch or something, that we'll be able to go back on them. The problem has been addressed to them, but I don't know if they fully comprehend what the problem actually is. But it has been addressed to them to some degree. So I don't know how well they actually perceived it. So maybe they need to be... someone needs to mention it to them again. Maybe like some kind of gigantic forum post that gets like 20 plus upvotes or something. But I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with that. I think it's pretty much the most effective way to do delves right now is to have crypt at 20. And if you have crypt any higher than 20, it is literally impossible to do the most efficient way to farm delves. Which seems like a really weird way to have delves set up. Because kind of like how the events used to be, it's basically encouraging you to stay at the lowest possible level of delves. Just because it's the most beneficial. What do we need here? I guess we'll take that skull. It's not enough to kill. I wish we had a double skull drop here. Like this was both yellow or red or red. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can actually turn this. Our best bet is just to hit him with a weapon and see what he does. So he'll do that. Not much I could do with this other than just take a skull. Web spinner. I kind of need 2 browns before I web spinner, but I guess we'll do it. Maybe we'll cascade it or explode it. Nope, neither of them happen. Let's see. I almost want a Tyree on brown right now just so we have it. I think I will. Because that's going to be enough to kill almost his entire team once we get a cast out with this. Even if it's not an extra turn, I think it's still worth it. Probably going to lose hero here, but it's fine. Yep, lose hero. That is to be expected. Move that. Oh no, we don't use brown anymore. So we'll just hit him with that. Hit him with another skull if we have it, and then he's dead off the cast. Hello, J-Vills. Welcome. Wait, why did you say squirrel? What did I forget about? Or did you ask a question I didn't see? Oh, William, you never closed the window? Okay, that will probably do it too. I assumed you just had the link bookmarked. There is a link that you can use that directly goes to my stream every single time. Even if I'm not streaming, it still brings you to the page. Yeah, I very rarely actually posted that link, which is why most people don't use it. Okay, we'll take the blue down. Actually, I don't even know how you would access that if I didn't specifically post it. I don't even know if there is a way, unless I post it somewheres. I'm not certain if I even have it in the description right now. Probably should. Okay, where do I put this? We could just cast, but I kind of want a extra turn. This isn't enough to kill, though. Yeah, we'll just cast. We'll do that. That doesn't really give us anything, though. We'll take it that way because it gives us a chance to surge to green, which we did. It's not enough mana, though, by 1. Now let's take the blue to keep more greens on the board for our cast. Doesn't actually really give us anything, though. I guess we could do it on purple here and go from there. So we'll do that. And then we web spinner into the weapon there. And then we can just tirade into something, I guess. Well, we can do it on blue, do it on yellow will be full mana for the other one. So I guess we'll do that so we can start hitting the boss. Also gives us a way to hit. Oh, it really gives us a way to hit. It gives us everything. We'll take that. Take that over so we get the skull. No, it exploded the area I needed. It would have been a skull if it didn't explode there. Okay. Well, let me actually use a weapon here. See what he does. Hoping he would give us an extra turn, but no. Take that. Still hit him with 2 skulls. 1 mana off, because why would it be full mana? We'll cast this just to get that dead, and then hit him once, and that's that. If he'll give us one. If he'll give us one. Well, now we need to hit him twice. Let's see. Just hit him with a normal skull, I guess, and follow up with the ability. Wow, he almost just killed us. That shouldn't have been how close as that was. If he would have cascaded 1 more skull, he actually would have won that. Oh, scroll to the video I did not post. No worries, I'll still get it up. I think that's the first time I ever recorded something, but then forgot to actually post it. I can't recall a single other time I've ever bothered doing that. Let's see, we'll move that over. Take the brown there. Oh wait, what am I doing? I already have full brown. Skull's not going to do much, but we don't have many other options, so we'll take it. Grab the blues. What's our move? What's our move? All of it looks so bad. Let's take that for now. Maybe we'll get a green drop in there. No greens, no skulls. Get some more blues so we can start getting greens. Okay, there's some skulls for us. Can't really use them, though. I'll take the one that does slightly more damage. I should probably take a brown just for barrier's sake. Let's take the skull first, though. Luckily, we get a lot of good cascade off of it. Still nowhere's to cast it, though. Still nowhere's. Still nowhere's. I guess we'll just take the normal skull and then hit him with a ability. We do have a double skull hit here. That's a little bit overkill with how much durability he has left, though. Let's just hit him with 3 blades. So what do we have here? Not much. This is still going to pretty much miss. Let's take a skull for now. Now our AoE will kill it, so we don't need to worry about overkilling it. Since it'll just go right into the next one. Guess web spinner will go. That does not give us anything. Nice little board, but not enough to really work with. We'll take this over. Nice little poke there. We can go through another blade. He'll take a skull there and just hit our barrier, so that's fine. Let that happen. Hit him. Web spinner it. Take our purple that we need. Grab the last of our mana. We could tirade that as well. Let me actually tirade that now. So we get our barrier back, just in case we randomly lose off of something. Now we need to find a way to get our mana back. Do we even bother with a skull? I think initially we just let it happen so we can regain our barrier, make sure the boss dies, and go from there. Take that, get our purple, get our web spinner into... Actually, you don't even need it. We just kill it with that. Best way to get Doomed Club? It's impossible to get if you didn't get it last week. You had to craft it last week or buy it with gems last week. But if you didn't end up getting the Doomed Club, it is currently impossible to ever get again in the current state of the game if you don't currently own it. I'm just using it because I assumed most people would have gotten it last week. But, yeah, you can just use Mang and other stuff instead. You know, just the normal, really good things. But in the current state of the game, there's a lot of weapons that are pretty much unobtainable after they've been released. And Crude Club and all the Doomed weapons are like that. Because to our understanding, they are not going to be repeating any of the doomed weapons once they come back around. They're going to be completely different doomed weapons. They're not going to be the same ones. So there is a possibility that they may be the same ones, but based on what we currently know, it seems like it's not going to be the same ones when doomed weapons roll back around again. So like, for example, when the next Brown event comes around, it's going to be a completely different weapon, not doomed club. But yeah, not owning these isn't too big a deal. There's some instances where they get to come out, but very, very, very rarely would you ever use them. Yeah, the doomed weapons are pretty bad for the most part. Or at least most of them will be. There are some color combinations of them that are going to be at least somewhat decent. I think yellow in particular is going to be one of the better ones. But we'll just have to see. What do we need here? What do we need? What do we need? I guess we just throw... I need 1 mana, actually. Let me just do that. Get our Doomed Club back up and then kill him with that. Get Devour even killed before it goes away. Secure the full kill before it goes away. There we go. Do we have any good drop? We can take a blue. What else does that do? Not much. I guess we'll just swipe it down then. That doesn't give him anything to do. Do we have 10 brown? No, we do not. So we'll just throw a blade at him. 1 more will kill. Go and get rid of our purple so we can rethrow the blade. Oh no, Tyree! I forgot you're blocking. I hate that so much. It'll only do it if I do it on yellow. Speaking about yellow, let me get rid of green so that we get yellow. And that's enough mana to kill it. Let's take a skull first just so we take some damage on him. Kill it with the blade. And that's pretty much match. Though he theoretically could win if he got lucky enough with skulls there. Highly doubt it though. Oh, he's trying. He got a kill, almost a double kill. He definitely wants to attempt it. Okay, this Tyree is probably going to backfire regardless of what I do it on, but we'll do it on blue for now. He's probably going to get a skull. That's to be expected, but our skulls now one-shot him. Now they really one-shot him. We do triple damage. Though we can still lose. I guess you should probably be a little bit more careful. You can lose this if he just gets too many skulls out of nowhere like that. Well then, we gotta be really careful now. We do win in 1 skull, but so does he pretty much. He wins in 2 skulls, which he can easily do off his ability. That is an exact damage to kill, plus poison keeps sticking it down. There we go. That was almost really bad. You got Cedric to Mythic? Nice. Yeah, having 2 Cedrics is useful. There are a couple teams that use 2 Cedrics, mainly Bronze Lock Pistol teams, because Bronze Lock Pistol has both the damage and the mana accumulation both in 1, so you don't actually necessarily need a other option. Like whenever you use that's one of the problems with Key, is that you need a mana accumulator with Key. It doesn't mana accumulate itself, but with Skeleton Key. But if you happen to use Bronze Lock Pistol, it both does the mana accumulation and it does the damage, so you don't actually need a whole nother troop for it. It's normally fine allocating a whole nother troop for it, just because Key teams tend to have a lot of space left on them. But yeah, if you can get away with double Cedric on a Bronze Lock Pistol team, it's one of the few instances you would ever bother using 2. You could theoretically even use 3 if you wanted to, but generally use greed just to get the quicker gold start. Just because of the ridiculous amount of gold you get pretty much immediately. At least later in the game when you have a high HP, because this gold's based on HP. I think we're actually going to lose this one. Hero's already down to 5 HP. Speaking of HP, that's not good. But worst comes to worst, this isn't a Valraven battle, and we can just do enough damage to kill out the boss. What do we need here? I'll take a blue over for now. That's not good. Still winnable, but that definitely makes it a lot less winnable. Almost need Tyree just to die out and then just web spinner spam everything. Oh, they better not web our web spinner. One really bad thing about a webbed web spinner is it actually goes down to 0 damage once it's webbed. All of its damage is based on magic. So once it's webbed, and it just goes straight down to 0, which is absolutely awful for it. I keep forgetting it doesn't give mana directly. I should have used on yellow, even though it wouldn't have been enough. Well, I guess either way it wouldn't have been enough. How do we go about this? I was almost going to use on green, but then realized that's actually a really bad idea. Blue is also the option, but I think I give him a extra turn. No, I don't. Okay, it's fine. Oh no, she's what? I keep thinking that she does all gems. I keep forgetting she does it based on magic too. I find it really odd Like, the kingdom that has the most amount of disables to magic has a lot of things within the kingdom that also are completely useless when they're at 0 magic. Tyree, Web Spinner, I think like 2 other things from this kingdom are pretty much 100% useless once they have been webbed. Which seems weird because almost the entire kingdom has web capabilities. But anyways, we lost. There is no possible way we're winning this with just 1 Web Spinner. But I'm still going to try because I shouldn't say there's absolutely no way. We could theoretically infinitely green spam. We've done it before. It's been a while. But it's not over till Web Spinner dies. Or at least until Web Spinner misses, like immediately. There we go. Okay, 1, 2. You got this, Web Spinner. 3, 4. Oh, he missed. No! We were so close. Web Spinner. You just had to do that like 10 more times. But yeah, this happens with Web Spinner. It happens sometimes. It was worth a shot. Well, we finally lost. Still gonna keep with this team though. Just use something else for once instead of Mang. I really don't want to have to switch back to Mang. I'd rather stop doing these than switch back to Mang for now. I don't mind using Mang teams. It's just almost every week we have to use Mang teams to some degree. Okay, what do we need here? Let's just drop our Web Spinner and then try this into this ability. Did we cast it? We should probably make sure our hero lives. Let's do that. So we have more greens on the board. Maybe get our alignment. Actually, we already have. No, he ruined it right at the end there. Oh well, let's grab a. Let's take a brown for now. Get our barrier back so we don't die. We're webbed. That only reduces our damage though, and we still have quite a bit of it boost on our affix or whatever that's called, the tempering. So we still get 9 damage out of it. Let's do this on blue just because it's an extra turn. And hopefully we have alignment somewheres. We still do not, so we'll throw a Web Spinner and hopefully that gives us something. No, it does not. If those greens wouldn't have gotten connected, it would have. But they did, so it didn't. I guess we'll just get all of our yellow. I could just swipe that too, but we'll do it that way just so we get the extra turn. Take the red down, and hey, we can throw the weapon. Doesn't do that much AoE, but we still get all the skulls. It's not going to affect the skull that it creates at all. So that's nice. We could throw a Web Spinner here. Could take the skull actually too, but I think the option... Actually, yeah, we will go take the skull. I don't want hero dying again. I keep giving it too many skulls. If we had 2 of any color here and only 2, we could actually get that extra turn there. We do not, so let's take the skull. Oops, then I give him a bunch of brown. At least it doesn't go into Zugoff, if nothing else. Let's see. All that will leave as is. We'll throw a weapon at the final hit there. And just get a Web Spinner down. What else do we need? I guess we'll throw another Web Spinner. Yeah, we'll throw another Web Spinner. Get that going. That whole entire area we can go. No, he ruined it. Oh no, we still have it on the bottom though. How are we still webbed on that? Okay, somehow getting an extra turn into purple or yellow would be great right about now. Neither seem to be capable, so we'll just do this on purple, get all of our mana we need. And for whatever reason, he doesn't even go for the skull. That's nice for us. We'll do this on blue, cast Web Spinner, kill it off the blade. And ends match if he doesn't kill us prior. Okay, never mind. Well then, that's not good. There goes the game plan. Oh, we have to kill him before he kills us. And he uses every mana, so that's not a good sign. I think we just lost this battle again. We just lost twice in a row. Okay, he doesn't have full mana yet. But the only way I win is if we yellow surge or get a skull before he does. So we could go for this guarantee yellow skull, or we could go for a 1 in 7 here off the skull and maybe try for the yellow there too. This is a lot safer though. This gives us about a 60-something% chance to win. Problem is, it's still not 100. I guess this gives us a 1 in 7 chance to win immediately, and another 1 in 7 that we roll this same exact 60% or whatever it ends up coming out to be, somewhere around 60%. I guess this one's technically safer than just moving this to the left. But that would have a chance of guarantee win. Okay, we got it, as long as he doesn't kill us right now, and we're fine. There we go. Well then. Those are starting to get annoying. No, bosses are not any troops that have all the mana colors. Bosses are considered anything that has the thing right here that says boss. The only things that have this are the dungeons. All of the final battles in dungeons the final battle in the early part of the 2 parts of raids, and all of the Zoogoths in raids. There's currently no player-owned troop other than the player-owned Zoogoth that is considered a boss. And not too many people have the player-owned Zoogoth. And even if they did, it's not really viable to set on defend, because all someone would have to do is use one of these troops and it just immediately dies. They might be adding more in the future, or game modes that use it outside of it, but currently this is a player-owned Zoogoth is the only version of a boss that's out there, and the only other places you see them is in raids and in dungeons. Okay, what do we need here? I guess we take that skull. It's not enough to kill, though, but our AoE off of this will kill it. So we'll do this to get us a new board. Also poison everything. It gives us alignment. Nice. Throw that down. Throw the other one down. A lot of mana, a lot of everything. Somehow still don't have all the brown we need, though. Okay. Not too bad. Let's go and throw down a blade. Get all the purples there. Take another skull. Did we go for it? I guess so. Yeah, we'll take it. Grab that, get the purple, got it on Surge. That's not enough to kill, unfortunately. But we're still gonna have to throw it just in case he tries going for it. And that is exactly why we threw that ability. Oh, gotta watch out for that Val Raven. It's gonna try to escape. We'll take it this way just so we get more mana. Before we do, let's move that. We can still take it, so let's do so. We'll throw a web spinner, and then hopefully kill everything. We need a good Tyree somewheres. I almost... how do we do this? I guess we'll just take a brown Surge. Give him some mana there. It's fine. It's not full mana yet. I need another brown, so we'll take it up there. Nice little skull out of it. And dead. And we somehow still extra turns. Would you use event keys this week or wait until a better kingdom? This current week gives you, what, Soul Carry stuff? So I would say, yeah, wait till a better kingdom. This kingdom's pretty underwhelming. The only really good drop you end up getting this week is maybe Web Spinner. It's very situational. You generally only use on green Guild War Day if you're even going to bother using on green Guild War Day. And some Skulls teams very rarely use it, but it tends to not get used too often just because there's so many things immune to poison that currently exists. Plus, there's now Blessed, which gives even more things immune to poison. Basically, anything in the entire game can now be immune to poison. So, yeah, I wouldn't really advise too much. It's mainly only Weaver that tends to get used from this kingdom. And Weaver's mainly just used for true damage teams. So it's going to be pretty good with Bleed. And it's also just used for Delves in general. So how good it's going to be, I don't exactly know, because we don't really have any actual Bleed options yet. But there is a high possibility that Weaver, the current Mythic in the event key drop table, will be used with Bleed teams. Because it's one of the best support true damaging troops in the game right now is Weaver. And it's currently in the event key drop table right now, as well as for the rest of this week. Even though the new Mythic that came out last Friday's going out of the drop table tomorrow, or at least not being unique anymore, Weaver's still all the way until Monday reset. So you still have another 3 days if you want to throw event keys for it. I generally wouldn't really advise throwing event keys at a Mythic, though, just because the amount you need is a little bit of a waste. Once you have all the troops within the kingdom to Mythic other than the Mythic itself, it's a good time to stop, because anything you're doing beyond that point, you're pretty much just wasting your resources. I will do this. I don't think we're actually going to be able to win this battle, but I want to at least kill the boss out, so that's what we're aiming for right here. I'm going to take a yellow and then get rid of all yellow. Okay, that didn't exactly do what I wanted, but still good. Still really good. Okay, now we'll take purple or yellow. Purple if there's 11, yellow otherwise. And, well, looks like we're doing yellow. We'll get rid of all this yellow. That'll be enough to kill the boss. And worst comes to worst, at least we killed the boss. So we got all the points from doing that. And now we just need to try also killing out the rest of the team, if we can. Red will not give us the damage we need, so we'll take a purple for now, start getting that ability back up. Oh, there goes Tyree. Now we only have that. Still winnable. Take that skull. Take another one. Oh, I can't stop him. Take that. We'll take one back since we couldn't stop it. Take any purple or yellow we see. Should probably also be trying to deny his mana, and we're dead. Well, no, I could have seen coming. But at least we got the win, and it wasn't a Val Raven battle. And let's just do one more of these. Then we'll go do dungeon and go do the class event. And before we do that, after we do this battle, we'll probably give out the redeem code because I still haven't done that yet. Also, I believe I have a daily task to go use a key too, a gem key. So I'll end up getting that done. I think it gives like 5 gems too, just for using a single gem key. Pretty good value. Okay, let's make sure Hero doesn't die this time. That's normally the biggest issue that happens because he's our tank. And we have no tank once he dies. It's the whole reason why I'm not using Web Spinner first slot. Obviously, we could do a lot of damage, but it's going to die in 2 hits if we put it up in front. It's almost going to die in 1 hit. It does so much damage. Oh, that was a nice cascade. I got pretty much everything we needed. Throw a blade at him. Gonna still need another 2. Almost need another 3 with how much damage he has. Do we throw this again? I guess we do. It's gonna get a kill. Probably gonna get hit on Hero, but it shouldn't kill Hero. Barely, though. If we would have gotten hit again, it would have. And he's probably gonna get hit again. I can't really stop that, but we'll do that. Oh, yeah, he's gonna get hit right now. Well, then, that's not good. As long as Zugoff doesn't go for Hero again, I mean, for Raid Troop, it should be fine. Oh! No! What did I just say? And this time we'd even get to kill him. Though we could potentially win the entire thing. As long as Web Spinner doesn't go down, we're still in this. So it's still not looking too good. Okay, we'll take the skull. Actually, let's take the red and then just throw. Oh, I kind of want it, but we were going to go for Web Spinner instead. Start getting that Web Spinner loop until it fails. So we got 2 in a row, and that appears to be all we're getting. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go use a Tyree. There we go. 3. Do we take a skull or do we stop? I think we take a skull. Tyree still gets to live. No, she doesn't. She dies. It's still worth it. Take a skull. Dead Tyree. Come on, Web Spinner. You got this. Don't stop. You're almost there. Let's take the blue just for full mana. Just so we keep more greens on the board. Ah, we lost. We lost. We're going to have to switch into Mang or something else. So for now, we'll leave it at that. Let's go give out a redeem code, go use the 1 gem key from it, and go do whatever other things we have, like dungeons and a little bit of class event just for the free gems, the 20 free gems, and a little bit of EXP towards the other class. Also, with that being said, I should probably go switch to Thief or something else as well. I guess we could use Titan for it, but it gives a lot of free XP. Now that we don't really need Titan for anything, because I'm probably not going to do the rest of those battles unless the guild really needs it, and I don't know, what else do we really have this weekend? Just farming gnomes, and Thief can farm gnomes pretty much better than Titan can, oddly enough. So, because it's better for quick battles, assuming we're not using a Titan-oriented team. So let's go change our class to Thief. We still don't have this maxed, but I do want to try getting it maxed. Where did it go? Where did it go? It's in alphabetical order, isn't it? Yep. Alphabetical order, still can't find it. There it is. Okay, so we'll go with that, and yeah, let's go level this thing. Oh, let me give out a code before I forget again. Code time. Where to go? Move this down. Edit. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Mark it so we know we used it. Copy the whole thing. Copy, copy. Save and edit. Put this down. Claim it for the other account since it seems to already be auto-filled in. Click redeem. Do it for the main account. Click redeem. And it's all good. There we go. Paste the entire thing in. Copy, copy. And there you guys go. There is the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Same place as always. Or just simply click that link. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Redeem code's right over there and there. And gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. And lately I haven't been using the gem key every single time just because, yeah, we've been low on gem keys. But this time I will be, because we have a task to go do so, which we get 5 gems for. Useless chirp, but at least we basically got free 5 gems instead of a free gem key. Which in some cases could be better than a gem key. Gem keys generally do cost 9 gems though. At least how far they generally cost, but still. Might as well get 5 free gems from it if we can. Anyways, let's go and clear out dungeons real quick, and then let's go do the class event real quick. I'm not actually going to be doing the class event, just the free battles to get our gems. Shouldn't take too long. I think I'm just going to use Dawnbringer the entire time and just one-shot everything. Or at least initially it one-shots everything. Then it starts two-shotting everything. We could probably even go with 3 Dark Maidens or something absurd, like Dawnbringer, Tyree, double Dark Maiden. That's why I mentioned earlier, too, using that with Mang, but we're going to be using it with Dawnbringer, just because we're only doing the earlier battles, not all of them. If you were to go to the later ones, you'd switch into Mang, but we don't really have a need to, so we'll just use Dawnbringer. One of the few instances where Dawnbringer does get a lot of usage. Dawnbringer is insanely good for the small weekly events, like things like class events and stuff like that. It's probably one of the few instances where it's actually best in slot for stuff, at least initially, for like the first 4 or 5 rounds. But if you're only doing the free battles, it works better than pretty much any other weapon that is currently available. Also, we're finally using Thief again with the actual correct, or we're using Skeleton Key with the correct hero class. As I mentioned before, it's one of the only few weapons where the weapon is actually best with the hero class that it comes from, which is pretty nice. We get extra gold per turn. We also get a 7 hit on last slot, both of which work really good into Skeleton Key because both of those are really important. The 7 of damage makes it so we have a higher chance of extra turning off their last slot, since we can deliberately take extra turns to lower their durability to secure the extra turn. It also has the gold gain every turn, as you can see. So even if we haven't reached max yet from casting a second greed, we'd still be getting that gap filled simply with only 1 cast. And there we go. I guess that's that. Let's go do the class event battles real quick. As I mentioned, we're mainly just going to be Dawnbringer with a bunch of support, or Mang with a bunch of support, either or. Dawnbringer just works better for the lower battles. Ideally, they'd be yellow. There's not really a good yellow support here, is there, though? No, none of them are, unless we want to go Weaver, which wouldn't really be that good. You know what? I kind of want a second copy of Weaver. I don't think I'm going to open event keys, though. That's a bit of a waste. But here's everything we have to choose from, which is basically nothing, so... Dark Maiden, Dark Maiden, Dark Maiden! Feed us. Okay, actually, let's get Tyree in there. There we go. Dawnbringer, Tyree, double Dark Maiden. And we'll go into all-in on Dawnbringer. Isn't there a minus brown that does exactly what we need? I believe so, the claw banner. There we go. +2 red, +1 yellow. And that's all we need then, and then we just keep spamming Tyree into Dawnbringer. And she has +2 green off of our double Dark Maiden. And that's basically the game plan. And if you don't have Dawnbringer, use Mang, or really any weapon that you feel like using. Could maybe use War and Peace or something, or Black Manacle for the earlier battles, just so that you have something like a Dawnbringer that isn't exactly a Dawnbringer. The reason for Dawnbringer is because it does that. And has enough damage that it does that for a longer duration of time. And also uses 3 mana, so it's a little bit easier to get up. Even though it's a higher mana cost than other things, there's just more things to take out off the board. Any day now. You're allowed to end your turn. Oh no, it lived! Dawnbringer, the whole reason we're using you is so that doesn't happen initially. Why did I do purple? Luckily that still kills it because we do 7 damage per extra turn, but still. It's a weird thing to choose. You have 3 Weavers, nice. I do have multiple copies of several Mythics. Weaver is not one of them. There's very rarely would you ever need multiple copies of Weaver, though. There are some very, very occasional teams that may use 2, but 1 is pretty much enough as far as Weaver's concerned. Most Mythics only ever need 1. Like, even the most recent Mythic that was just added, you would never need more than 1. A lot of them just take up too much mana of the exact same kind to ever use more than 1. And if you ever do need more than 1, it's mainly just because they do some kind of really good alternative effect that makes it nice. Oh yeah, Starlight, I did see that you sent that. I didn't actually double check it yet. I can go double check it to see what it's like. But I haven't had much of an issue using the in-game option. I'm starting to get used to where everything is, so it works nicely. Yeah, 2 Megavores is good. As far as multiple Mythics, the ones that are most noteworthy is double Fairshra, probably the most noteworthy out of any of them. Double Megavore, and that's really it. Now that I think about it, basically there's those 2. Double Plague occasionally too, it's really funny. But it's more of like a gimmicky fun team than an actual good team. But yeah, double Fairshra and double Megavore are probably the 2 most noteworthy multi-mythic teams. Double Megavore is one of the most efficient way in the entire game to instant kill the enemy. Especially if they don't have immune to it, which very few things do. And double fair Shiraz for the absolute highest soul farming team in the entire game, capable of doing over 50,000 souls per hour, which is more than double a team that has 0 fair Shiraz. Alright, we'll take a red, grab the last little bit of mana there. Somehow, how does he keep living with exactly 2 HP every time? Let's see. Do I have a better suggestion? Basically, just use Mang. Mang into Tyree, Dark Maiden, and one other troop. Would basically be your team. Oh, it's pretty much what we're using right now. Just Mang, Tyree, Dark Maiden, and one other support troop. It doesn't have to be a second Dark Maiden, though that is the cheapest option for it. I believe you have a few more options during the raid event than you do during this, because this we're restricted to Zhejian and Elves. In the raid event, you're only restricted to Zhejian, so you're allowed to use Zhejian troops that aren't Elves, specifically. Oh yeah, Giant Spider, that was it. Oh yeah, I remember what it was now. It was what you just mentioned. Mang, Tyree, Giant Spider, and then the raid troop. Yeah, that was the team that we were mentioning earlier that I never bothered doing yet. Giant Spider is always really nice for mana accumulation. I knew there was something I was missing from it. But yeah, that was the main one that you would want to use. It feeds you all your Tyree mana, and it will also feed into the raid troops for the week as well. You can't use that for this event, but you can use it for raids. Let's see, we get another Dawnbringer down. I forgot to take that purple. That could have been another Tyree cast. I keep gaining barrier. Oh, I should take a... Oh, never mind. That was good that way. It didn't take a skull. Never mind. We're kind of entangled. Maybe I should have one other option. We don't really have anything for dealing with whenever we're entangled. Yeah, we'll take that down. Or not entangled. Why did I say entangled? Just because I was looking at entangle while I said that. We don't have anything to deal with barrier. Nothing can poke a single damage other than our hero doing his thing. It's hard for us to get rid of it, other than wasting an entire turn. But then again, there's not really any good option within this kingdom that's going to do that effectively. I guess we could theoretically do it with the 7 damage that we have off of Thief Hero class. Not there in first slot though. Alright, we need to go get a Dawnbringer as quickly as possible to go do something about that. Get Tyree to max. Try to get our mana somewhere. Looks like red's the way to go. Full mana. Oh, that works too. Perfect. And just get it cast Dawnbringer a few times. Get this on blue. Get another Dawnbringer down. Take a skull. And dead. Meteor and Bear have -1 purple. Depends on what team you're using. The Mang team, are you referring to? If you're using Mang team, you'll most likely want to go with the +2... Well, let's see. If you're using Dark Maiden, they're probably the +2 red, +1 brown, -1 purple. Because once your hero dies, if that was the only brown on your team, you don't want to give it a +2. You'd want the extra +2 red so that you can get better Dark Maidens. So the Meteor banner is what you'd want to use. The one from Cinder Mirage. The +2 red, +1 brown. How many keys did you drop for the new Mythic? The one that currently came out? We did it really quickly. We did it on the... we did it on stream, like right when it started. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of what it was. How many? We did it like super quick. I think it was, I want to say 200? I'm pretty sure we pulled it within like the first 200. We got it ultra quick. It was one of the quickest Mythics we've ever gotten. I forget the exact amount though. You'd have to look at Friday's stream. We did it like right at the beginning of the stream. It's one of the few that we haven't done a video for just because we did it on stream instead. We have occasionally done them on stream. Some people request for it. I prefer doing them as videos, but I was kind of busy in the morning. How do you get Dawnbringer? 1.3 million souls is how much a Dawnbringer is. You have to craft it in Soulforge. You have to craft the 3 components of it, and which costs 100,000 each. And then Dawnbringer itself, which costs 1 million. It's one of the most expensive things to obtain in the entire game, though still pretty advised doing because it's one of the best weapons in the game. Not necessarily the absolute best, but it's pretty far up there as far as how strong it is. The only things it's really best for is some events, like the class events, as well as Arena. There is nothing that outpaces it in Arena. It's pretty much auto-win Arena if you own it. It's also the quickest method for winning Arena. Generally, if you own Arena, you don't even need to be doing Arena. But Dawnbringer in Arena is the quickest soul rate in the entire game that uses 0 Fairish Raws. Once you get the hang of doing Arena quickly. Of course, you would generally want to have a Fairish Raw in order to go and farm that many souls. But if you did want to do it the other way around, you could actually never get a Fairish Raw and simply just use Dawnbringer as your soul farming method. Or basically just always using Arena as your soul farming method. And then once you finally have Dawnbringer, you start just doing it a lot quicker. You use Runic Blade the entire time up until that point. Runic Blade's not slow in Arena, it's just Dawnbringer's way quicker. Runic Blade's is really good at one-shotting stuff, and then perpetually one-shotting stuff and not dying. Dawnbringer's really good at one-shotting the entire team simultaneously, and then cleaning up the hero if it's still alive. Also, they made a change several months ago where it's impossible to fight someone in Arena who's using Dawnbringer, but you're still allowed to use it. So you always have the advantage of using Dawnbringer while everyone else can never use Dawnbringer against you. Oh, did I say that? I meant if you own Dawnbringer, or I mean, if you own Fairish Raw, you probably wouldn't need to do Arena, ever. How did I word that? I'm pretty sure I worded that incorrectly. Yeah, Dawnbringer, with Dawnbringer, it's nearly impossible to lose Arena. And you get to win it at a ridiculously high rate. Quick rate, I should say. It takes 10 minutes or less with Dawnbringer. It's normally 1 minute per battle, or less. And basically, it makes it so you can draft pretty much whatever as well. Instead of actually picking good troops, all you have to do is just pick yellows. And it could be the worst 3 yellow troops in the entire game, and it would still work. Just because your entire team is basically Dawnbringer. Where's all of our mana? There it is. That's still not enough to kill, though. Oh, and now we don't even have skulls. Gotta go use a Tyree and then get our mana back off of, like, blue or something. Nothing has enough. Or we'll just still do it on blue. Maybe we'll drop a yellow or something. There we go. How's he still not dead? At least we're untangled, so we'll just do that. Hello, Kevin. Welcome. What is the best double Fairish Raw team? There's 2 that are the best. There's Dragon Soul, Double Fairish Raw, and Umberwolf. And if you want to use your hero class for it, it's Dragon Soul, Double Fairish Raw, hero using Necromancer hero class with Purple Storm activated. Both of those do about the exact same thing, but with the second one, you'd be gaining hero class EXP towards your Necromancer hero class. So if you wanted to get that maxed for whatever reason, you could do it. It also allows you to do it on a slightly different difficulty, because by default you would gain max souls even if you were to cast a less amount of times. Simply from the souls that you get per turn automatically, as well as all the extra turn souls. But no, generally it's just used with Umberwolf so that you can use any other hero class that you want, like Titan or whatever else you might be using, Thief or anything. it is slightly cheaper to use it. Well, if you had that many, you probably wouldn't even care about the cheapness, though. But it is cheaper to use the hero using Purple Storm than it is to use Umbra Wolf, just because, for one, you don't need a copy of Umbra Wolf, and for two, you don't need it fully traded. Hero just needs to be, I believe, level 40 to get the Purple Storm. Whereas if you use Umbra Wolf, you need to own an Umbra Wolf, and then you also need Umbra Wolf fully traded for the Storm. Dragon Soul doesn't need any traits, but obviously Ferris Raw does. That's the whole point of even having him in the first place. But it's pretty easy to actually max out Mythics in the current... No! Oh, I just realized something. I was talking this whole time, and now our Valraven's about to escape. If he escapes, we lose 10 gems. No! My 10 gems! Well, rip 10 gems. Well then. I think that's the first time that has actually happened to me during one of these. I was talking and wasn't paying attention at all to the battle. Fail. Well then, that's not too big a deal though. 10 gems to a 20,000 stack isn't really going to make too big a difference, but every little bit helps. That's how we have a 20 million stack, or 20,000 stack in the first place. Just optimizing every gem we possibly can. But oh well. Let's just go kill this out. And now we don't get anything else. We might as well just stop doing the battles. Because we do not have enough. There's no way we're going to get a Valraven within those battles. And now we miss out on 10 gems and 15 EXP. But oh well, it's not that big a deal. If we want 10 gems, we could just go do one of these real quick if we really wanted to. We have like 300 gems. I mean, we have 30 gems just sitting here, I believe. Well, pretty much 16 and 2 gem keys. It's basically 30 gems. Just haven't bothered doing them lately. But anyways, actually I probably should go do one of them right now. I don't believe we have overlap, but I should probably go do the Urskea one real quick. Because it gives 2 gem keys. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. We only have to do it 10 times too. We don't even need to do it 15 times. So let's go do that real quick. Win with 3 Urskeas 10 times. Also, if there's Urskea greens, we should probably go do that. So is there 3 Urskea greens? Wait. Does it have to be the type or the kingdom? I believe it's the type. And I'm gonna double check. Is it the typing or the kingdom of? It says Urskea. I believe the place is called Urskea. Yeah, so it specifically has to be the type then. So Urskea, that's Urskea. There we go. Tell me there's 3 greens. I believe there is. Yay! Oh wow, there's a lot of green Urskas. That's way more than I thought. Okay, let's go and just overwrite one of our teams. And we can get 2 of these done simultaneously. Oh, we were actually going and do, we were already doing a daily task the other day. So what do we even want? I guess it doesn't matter. None of these actually have mana accumulation. I don't think any of them even have a link either. So let's just put any 3. It doesn't even matter at all. We'll go with you, go with you, go with you. And then we just use any hero weapon. Yeah, I guess we can just stick with Black Manacles too. We don't even need to switch out of that. So we'll go with that. Go into any easy challenge, like first challenge of any fields, and then just win 10 times. And we get 2 gem keys. Well, Valkyrie and Dragon Soul tend to get used for soul farming teams. There's not too many other options other than those 2, though. But you can use either or. Valkyrie generally is slightly slower. It depends on how quickly you can cast Valkyrie. There's a lot more thinking that goes with it. Generally, if you're planning on doing it for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, you want something that you can do a little bit more mindlessly. Which is what Dragon Soul is generally used for. But with Valkyrie, you have to constantly be paying attention to what the board is in order to know where on Earth you need a caster. But Valkyrie can, in theory, if you're paying 100% attention to the game and not doing anything else, could, in theory, actually be quicker than Dragon Soul-related soul farming teams. The only real big issue with it is generally because you need a soul form for dozens upon dozens upon dozens of hours. It's very unlikely that you're going to be fully focusing the entire time. So even though Valkyrie could theoretically gain a higher rate of souls, it's generally actually better to do Dragon Soul, just because it's really hard to keep focused for that long, due to how long you'll need a soul farm to have all the souls you ever need. Why do I have so much unascended? I don't know. I just haven't bothered ascending a lot of stuff. We can go ascend everything. Actually, there is a reason why we have so much unascended, other than me just not wanting to ascend them yet. But the actual reason for me not ascending stuff is daily tasks. There's occasionally a daily task that tells you to go level up a troop to level 16 or 17 or 18 or something like that. And if I have every single thing in the entire game leveled, it's impossible for me to do that task. And while it's a pretty useless task in that it only gives me souls, it's still thousands of free souls. I think it can give anywhere from like 1,000 to about 1,500 free souls, maybe from 2,000 for level 19 one. I forget. But it's a lot of free souls for doing something within seconds. But it's impossible to do if you don't currently have something that can be leveled. What do we need? Let's go and get that down. Take the brown, full mana. And we should only need about 1 or 2 more, maybe 3. And then we'll get our 2 free gem keys. And does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, we're pretty much going to be ending out as soon as we get these 2 gem keys. And tomorrow will be the vault event, so don't forget to go and go do a bunch of vault keys and trying to find gnomes. Also, Jewel Gnome will be able to be obtained if you're getting it for completionist purposes. It's a completely useless troop that you're never going to ever use other than to troll people on defend teams. And you can really troll people because it's actually a really bad gnome. Like, you never want to actually find a Jewel Gnome. So you can disappoint people in thinking that it's a gnome, and then you can disappoint them even more when they realize it's not even a gnome. It's a fake gnome. I don't know why they added those things. They are just pure troll. There's no point in them being ownable other than to troll people. That is the only role every single gnome in the entire game has. What is the Jewel Gnome's drop table? It's pretty much just a bunch of useless jewels in a very small amount. You can get more resources off of a pet gnome than you can off a Jewel Gnome. It's by far the worst gnome in the entire game right now, the Jewel Gnome. The best being Glory Gnome. Did we already trigger it? Or am I just underestimating how many battles we did? Or overestimating, I should say. Yeah, let's take a brown. Didn't surge, unfortunately. Grab another brown. And that should be our 2 gem keys. Come on. Is that it? You know you want to. Yeah, there we go. There's our 2 gem keys. Oh, wait. We have to do it a few more times, don't we? Oh, did I forget to do greens? Oh, no, never mind. We got to do it 2 more times to also get our 6 gems. Let's just finish that out as well. How many battles would it take to get 1.3 million souls just using your normal team, which gets 8 souls per game? Well, you would just divide that into it. Well, we can go divide that real quick. It would take way too many. What does that come out to? Come on, calculator, go. 1,000,000 divided by 8. It would take you 162,500 battles, which is way too many. I would not advise doing that. So if you divide that by 180, which is about how many wins you can do per hour. So if you divide that by 180, it would take approximately 902 hours. More like 903, 902.7 repeating. So let's just say 903. You can pretty much just say 1,000. It would take, at minimum, 903 hours to farm a Dawnbringer if you were to never use a soul farming troop. But that does assume you get 8 per battle. I actually get 11 per battle because of all the bonuses that we have and everything. So we're getting slightly more. But assuming you got 8 souls per battle, it would take about 903 hours of doing Explore at 3 wins per minute in order to get the Dawnbringer by not using a single soul farming troop, which I wouldn't advise. Obviously, you'd want to use a soul farming troop because they go way, 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 way quicker than that. You can realistically get a Farish Raw. I mean, you can easily get a Dawnbringer in about 20 to 50 hours using actual soul farming methods. 20 hours being towards the Farish Raw options, and 50 hours being more towards basic like Valkyrie, Triple Warlock options, or Dragon Soul with a bunch of Azarus and stuff like that, and Umbra Wolf. Or just spamming Arena, I think takes about 60 hours or so, depending on how good you are at it, with Runic Blade and everything. But yeah, obviously you don't want to go do that by not soul farming. Soul farming will exponentially increase that rate. Well, that excludes a lot of stuff. That excludes the souls that you naturally get from like guild, from gnomes, from everything else, because you're getting more than just the ones from battle, of course. Do I have the $50 armor? Yes. Unfortunately, that $50 armor is one of the only few things in the entire game that's money locked. I would highly advise getting it, though. It's probably one of the only purchases I would say in the entire game that's actually worth it. One of the few. Death Knight Armor and $5 daily gems are pretty much the only two buy options that I would say are absolutely worth it in this game. Other ones are questionable or completely not worth it. A mix of those. But yeah, Death Knight Armor is pretty nice. It gives you 1,000 gems. It gives you, or not 1,000 gems, it gives you 250 gems. It saves you 1,000 gems in that you no longer need to buy Dragon Armor or Celestial Armor, unless you want it for cosmetic purposes. And it gives you a bunch of keys when you get it. And there's no other way, unfortunately, to get this armor other than 500 gems. They did make mention that they were going to maybe make it available by other means, but they never did. They said after a year they might, but they never did. Who knows, maybe they still might. If they ever did add it as a actual thing to obtain, it would at minimum cost 1,000 gems. It'd probably cost more like 2,500. But at the moment, it only costs money. And there's no other way to get it. It is probably the most worth bundle in the entire game, though. Mainly because it saves you 1,000 gems. That alone is pretty valuable. Of course, you can never use these two cosmetically unless you want to go waste those gems. But saving 1,000 gems, that's a lot that it ends up giving you, plus the keys and everything else. I don't know. I would personally advise it. If you're playing this game for more than several hundred hours, it's definitely time efficient to get it. So if you're playing it more casually or don't think you're going to commit to the game, then yeah, definitely don't get it. But I don't know. It's pretty helpful. Yeah, it's a nice way. It's basically the buy-in option for the game, is what I would basically say that. I wish they would advertise it more like that. But like how some free-to-play games basically have a way that you can basically buy the game. That's basically what Death Knight Armor is for Gems of War, I would say, for the most part. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for now. We'll be back tomorrow morning in 13 hours from now. We're going to be going over the Vault event. Going to open up a bunch of Vault keys. Going to be hunting for gnomes all this weekend like crazy. Just because they have a higher rate of appearing, and it's the best way to go accumulate Vault keys, which is also a great way to accumulate things like gem-related resources like keys, gems themselves, orbs, and a bunch of other fun stuff. So, yeah, we'll be grinding those. Hopefully we'll get a good rate of Vault keys. Even if we don't, we still have a lot to go use, and I'll be using them until we get ourselves a Glory Gnome, or, I mean, a Jewel Gnome, because we currently have 0 copies of that. There's no real point in owning it, other than saying that we own it. But it is one of the only few things that we don't own, other than Zugoff, and these are impossible to own currently. So those are the only 2 things we don't have, and we'll have that after tomorrow. And Zugoff eventually. Who knows, maybe we'll get some major blue orbs tomorrow to work towards it, or at least smaller ones. It is possible that the Vault keys drop major blue orbs. It's a low rate, but it does happen. We actually got it last week. I think we ended up getting one from it, or last month, I mean. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. I'll see y'all later. We'll be back tomorrow night, as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be back in 13 hours from now to go do a bunch of gnome-related stuff with Vault keys and everything. There's no actual event for this weekend, though, but that's almost a good thing because, well, we'd want to be farming gnomes anyways. But not this Friday, but next Friday we have a pretty nice event. We're actually getting a new faction, not tomorrow, but next week's Friday. And that's going to be bringing in a bunch of Lieb mechanic, which of course is that new mechanic that came in that does a lot of damage, a lot of true damage. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for coming down. Best of luck. Don't forget, I mentioned a couple times, but don't forget that the Mythic is still available. You still have several more hours left if you want to go get it. It's not the greatest of Mythics, but it's still pretty high up there. Probably top 5, top 10, depending on how you look at it. It's a great utility to have. Devour is pretty situational, though. But any instant kill can always theoretically be good, like how Megavore is in Delves and stuff like that. But yeah, you still have the timer's not shown. I don't know why they don't have a timer on this, but that's why I keep mentioning it. There's only 4 hours and 48 minutes left, and probably later by the time this gets uploaded, probably like only 2 hours left. But yeah, do make sure you find him if you want one. Otherwise, just try waiting until he comes into Soulforge. Also, speaking of Soulforge, don't forget Ferrous Raw is available this week. He's still available for another 3 days until Monday reset. So definitely craft him if you have 4,000 diamonds and don't have a Ferrous Raw, because he's really nice to have. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye, everyone!